Well, hello, viewers, family, and friends. Welcome to another edition of Cole and Ken Reviews. So glad you can join us today. Well, I'm Kendrick. This is my lovely wife, Nicole.
Hey.
Yep. Actually, season 10, episode number 17.
Yes.
It's actually the reunion
This is it.
after 5 months.
Yeah, 5 months later after decision day.
Yep. And actually, tonight they actually started with Katie and Derek.
You know, I didn't like Katie. You know, I really didn't care for Katie. Okay, so let's just get to it. They just kind of went over everything that, how the marriage started off, and oh yay, everything looked promising. Y'all said yes on decision day. Hey, are y'all still married?
No, Derek said yes, and then Katie said yes. I thought that was a bad decision.
Yeah, we talked about
I
that
thought
last
it was a bad
week.
choice on Derek's part.
Yeah, we both was like, Derek, no.
She
So-
treats him bad.
5 months later, they said no because they're no longer together.
Yep. We found out after Kevin interviews them, and he asked them, "Are you still together?" By the way, and Derek says, "Nope."
So this is kind of what I kind of got. They were saying, okay, so after decision day, I guess they went. No, a couple of weeks later, she was just like, "Hey, this is really not going well for me," or something.
She mentioned first that he was working late,
Yeah, she said he was
staying
working.
out till 11 o'clock.
He was working
She
late,
didn't like that.
working, and he'd go to school, and
She on the insurance.
she felt alone. Okay, so he said, okay, so he agreed. He said he tried to change some things and change his schedule, so he made it on Thursdays.
He changed his schedule on Thursdays.
Yeah, to where he come home and cook and, do whatever. Okay, so 2 weeks after decision day, he said that she talked to him and was like, hey, let's just try to be friends. He was like, okay, we can do that. We'll try to be friends. She said it's not working. He said a couple of days after
you know
that.
what? She asked him to separate to another room.
Yeah, a couple of days after that, she asked to separate to another room. And so then he said he, remember on the 1 month anniversary, he had bought concert tickets to some favorite group or band or something she liked. Anyway,
Right.
So they went to that concert.
Exactly.
And then he said while they was at the concert, she was just like, let's just go ahead and call it. Let's just go ahead and separate.
She says you want to be friends.
Well, she said she wanted to be friends first. And then they went to separate rooms.
Yeah.
And then at the concert, at the 1 month anniversary gift, she said, let's just separate. But the thing is, they still had to live together because remember on decision day, we found out that they had got an apartment together.
Yeah.
And so they had a lease and everything. So they were still living together. Derek also said that she confessed to him.
She got back with that ex.
She said one time.
Hooked up.
She said one time.
That's what she say.
Yeah. So, yeah.
This is Katie.
Yeah.
This
So
is Katie.
we already
She's
knew.
the counselor.
We already knew
She's
that
the
X was gonna come back. We already knew.
Come on now.
We already knew.
Already. All she does is downplay Derek. She really
She didn't like
never
him.
really liked him in the beginning.
No.
She down puts him all every chance she get.
So
The man said he had dreams and goals, and she turned that down. She didn't believe when he wrote the poem. She thought
Right.
the poem was fake.
right.
And then she got jealous, thinking that he had feelings for this girl way back when, and she nowhere in the picture.
Right. I was just like, man.
She
So
got jealous at the table, got up a couple times, and
Right.
ran into the room.
right. So all of that, all of what he said, all of that, is just she's an unhappy person and she's not ready to be married. So Kevin Frazier was like, so Derek, did that hurt your heart? Were you heartbroken? He was like, well, Katie made it kind of easy not to fall in love with her.
So did.
He said, but I was hurt. He was hurt.
All them put downs, it's easy.
But he was hurt because
Move on.
he said yes, and they was trying. He thought they was trying to work it out, but it was too much. He had to work too
Told
hard.
him not to do that. When you tugging and pulling, and you doing all the tugging by yourself,
Yeah,
let that go.
because they even talked about that because Kevin Frazier was asking Derek, what all did you do? And Derek was like, well, I changed this and I tried to do this and I did this. And so he's like, okay, well, Katie, what did you do? She said, I was patient. I initiated intimacy. What else? I initiated the hard conversations. Like, what did you do for him? No, because it didn't sound like she did anything for him, but she never did. So I'm happy. I hate to say I'm happy, but I am, because he needs to find somebody that's truly gonna, care about him, and that he can build a relationship with. He can't build a relationship with her. She ain't like him.
Just when we were dating, I told her, anytime you're in a relationship and one person is going overboard and the other person just sitting back, and it's not that same feeling,
not the same energy. You gotta show
that one person overworking the other person. It's not a good vibe. It's
right.
Not gonna work.
Right.
So doing too much.
So that was pretty much them. I mean, I wish it would have happened at recommitment, but okay, at least decision day. But it finally happened. They're no longer together, so hopefully she can go her way and get on her some somebody else health insurance, or get her own, and Derek can go live his life and be happy. Okay, so next they bring out Meka and Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we already know they. We already know they
straight to the ground.
They said, well, I don't think Michael said anything on decision day. He just said he don't believe in divorce, but Meka had said no, so we already know they didn't stay together. And so they just kind of went through their little history of all the inconsistencies that Michael was saying. Yeah, and Meka was saying something about inconsistencies. She was like, all the inconsistencies that he did. So they kind of replayed everything. And Kevin Frazier asked Michael, well, did you see, how you hurt her and how, this could have happened and this? And Michael was sitting there like, well, he was trying to say something. Then he finally apologized and gave a true apology to Meka for not being the man that she deserved.
Right, and it's all his inconsistencies is what he calls it.
Right.
Instead of, the compulsive line.
Right.
But
Meka
in her after he did that, she said that maybe she was a little tough and rough, and maybe
she said she could have been a little softer.
She was really tough
in some situations.
A lot of situations she was really tough on him anyway.
Yeah, but when somebody
him out a lot.
When somebody is consistently inconsistent, it's kind of hard to
So she apologized for that.
Yeah,
for being a little not as meek, but a little rough.
Yeah,
hard on him.
Right.
Demanding.
Yeah. So
she did her part too.
That was pretty much them, as individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And then
old Taylor and Brandon.
Well, okay.
Taylor shows up by herself.
We come to find out there has been protective orders. Both of them filed. Yeah, both of them filed protective orders against each other. So Brandon is not there.
Yeah. It's due to a situation where Taylor decides to take a friend to his ex-bar where he used to work.
She was showing him around town.
Mm-hmm. She said she gave her story that he shoved her and then she started to call the police.
Yeah, her story.
We think it's more of a setup.
Her story to me,
she more of a drama.
Was a little. I don't know. I know some people out there like Taylor. I really don't care for Taylor. Taylor is fake.
A lot of issues.
She's fake and she's full of drama.
You see how she continued to throw him up against the wall, like he doing everything wrong.
Yeah, she never does anything wrong. Yeah,
she did a lot of dirt.
Right. So when the way she told the story, they went to the other bar where Brandon used to work, and something about they went to the rooftop. She got some free water. The water spilled, and when she went, she turned around and Brandon was talking to her guy friend, and she went over there and told the guy friend, "Let's go." And as they walking out, Brandon is following them with the phone saying, "I got you on camera, B. I got you, whatever." And so instead of her continuing to walk out, she said she told her friend, "Hey, let me go try to talk to him." Mm-hmm. I was like, "Ain't that the same thing she did when he was in the bathroom?" He's like, "Leave me alone, don't touch me." So she went back. If you leaving, you leaving.
I think it's a setup.
So anyway, some kind of way
she went there. Why would you go to the ex bar where he worked you normally know he was gonna show up at some time. You knew about the time
or
he gonna
somebody's
show
gonna
up.
tell him or something.
She went there with a friend.
Yeah.
Get him all riled.
Right.
She had a plan to get him arrested. That was her game plan in the beginning. But what happened is it backfired.
Both of them got arrested.
Because what happens is, he didn't know. He didn't have any proof. They didn't have any proof of each other. So he took both of them down.
Well, and we missing part of the story. Okay, Brandon wasn't there, so Kevin was reading what was on Brandon's thing, and Brandon said she put hands on him or something. Anyway,
she asked for a restraining order.
We're not getting the whole story because
can't go so many feet.
You get her version. You got the version off the
we actually explained
court thing.
She should have never actually went to the bar.
Yeah, but we still don't know exactly what happened.
So we think she was full. I think she was full of it.
Right.
She just wanted to get a reaction out of him. For whatever reason, she says she don't like him, but then she wants him. So she wants to get that reaction from another person so he can try to come back. But then when she realized, she tried to get him arrested. I think that's what went down.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
both of them got arrested.
Her story don't hold up.
And of course, they didn't have Brandon there. They didn't even have him I know on Love and Hip Hop
to defend himself.
When people are fighting or don't get along with something, they usually have them on Skype or something, Zoom, and they can put them in or do a separate video or something.
So
but
you're talking about the guy, he's not there. So what they did was they went to Michael.
Yeah, that was later though.
Started questioning him.
Yeah, that was later. So we'll get to that when we get to the group. So that was pretty much all on them. She was just like, yeah, we have restraining orders, protective orders against each other. We can't be 100 feet or whatever by each other. We can't communicate with each other, not even through a third party. So, okay, that was them. We know their relationship was horrible and it was up and down anyway.
No good
at all. Since Panama, yeah.
Should have been done.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we lightened it up.
Yeah. So we come in with Jessica and Austin, who was the supreme couple.
Yes. They made it.
They knew what to do.
They the only one.
They knew how to. They show their film and every.
They just smiling.
She got there laughing, smiling.
They holding hands,
having a good time, making the best of each moment.
Yeah.
Like they laugh a lot together.
Yeah, they do.
They joke a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She's just talking about we just the quirkiest two couples,
Right.
They just the quirkiest couples together. They have a lot of fun. They know what to do.
And
she can be a little demanding, but
that's
she's still fun, quirky.
I think they balance each other.
They have, whether the attractions were there or not,
right.
They looked at the inside and was like, the guy's fun, she's fun.
Right.
And they just roll with it.
Right.
The only problem they had was when they got down to the job situation.
Yeah, and they talked about that.
Being gone every week.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was gone every week, and it was a little challenging. And she was talking about how she missed him, but that
it was hard for a minute.
Yeah, and they got a chance, to miss each other.
But they grew from it.
They did grow from
it because she said that absence really did make that heart grow fonder.
Right. Right.
So that really worked out for both of them, and then they matured more too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to let them go off for a couple of weeks or two.
Mm-hmm.
A week or two, so.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's working out better for them, and they happy.
Yeah, they are, and they talked about it, and everything's just going good for them. He asked, I know it took you a long time to say I love you, Austin. Now, how often do you say it? It's like, they say they love each other every day.
Every day.
So that was good.
So hooray for Jessica and Austin.
And then.
Mindy and Zach.
So we already know Mindy had her divorce party 2 weeks before the decision day, something like that. So they're still in the same place. What happened was Zach got called out for kind of saying a lot of nothing. Kevin kind of asked him about that, and he was still trying to explain it, and Kevin was looking at him like, what? And
can't never understand what he's saying. He kind of act lost, like he don't remember anything.
But what happened was he finally sincerely apologized to Mindy for how he treated her through the season.
Yeah, but Kevin pointed out too that he never tried as far as going to the room,
right,
going to the bed, trying to get close and make sure they come together. He did a lot of activities with her throughout the day.
When it was filming time.
Smiling and
when it was filming time.
But when it was time at night, he stayed away. He went to another room or another
Yeah, yeah. He
Apartment
kind
or
of called
whatever.
him out because Zach was trying to say I was all in. It's like, no, dude, you weren't all in.
Was
You
not.
weren't in at all. You
You
didn't
didn't
even move
try it
in.
out.
No, no. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
So
You full of game.
So that was it for the individual couples.
Yeah.
Now what they did was they brought everybody back in.
Right.
And the first thing they did, now I didn't like this part. The first thing they did was they started talking about the Taylor and Brandon situation, and they asked who all knew, and like most of the ladies, I think except for maybe Jessica, they all were there in the courtroom because they said
Yeah,
it
they had
lasted
to
like
stay
2 days.
They stayed 2 days in the court, which would say it was awkward. It was very
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
yeah,
It's uncomfortable because you have to be witnesses. Because based on y'all were all always in group settings,
right.
so now you have
So
to
they
be a
got to see some
part.
things. Yes,
You being in that group, now you got to be a part of
right.
this court hearing for 2 days.
Right. So then they turned to Michael. So Kevin started asking Michael.
That's
So
right.
Brandon's not here. So can you on behalf of Brandon? And so he was trying to say a little stuff sometime, but he not
He's trying to figure out
Brandon.
what the way he was thinking. Why was he thinking this way?
Right.
Why
He's
was he
not
doing the
Brandon.
things that
If
he
you
did?
wanted, that's what I was telling Kendrick. I was like, if
can't.
they wanted Brandon's opinion, they could have
Well,
interviewed
they
Brandon
coulda
like
did a-
separately.
Yeah, they could have did a better job
or
as far as getting
something.
a satellite. What we do, we go to the satellite and have them come
Right.
in on that.
Or even talk to him because I've seen it on I think it was Basketball Wives where they had Drea totally separate, they couldn't even hear her. She couldn't, they weren't one taping at the same time. Hers was already pre-done. And I was like, if they wanted his opinion, don't keep asking Michael. Michael can't speak for Brandon. He can't tell you exactly. He got his own issues. He can't
Yeah,
tell
that
you
was
what's going on
awkward,
with
and
Brandon.
It was
Yeah.
awkward for him.
So they kept trying to dig, so you being Brandon's friend, what do you think? And so
Shouldn't have asked him that because his marriage didn't end well either.
no, he
So
got his
now
own issues. His
His
inconsistencies.
is not going well. So now you
And
ask
he
a
not
question about
Brandon.
somebody else. That was not that
Right, Brandon got
he
his
felt like
own
that wasn't
issues.
right. That wasn't right.
Yeah, so he got up I'm done. I didn't expect it to be like this. I
He
can't
still tried to go
speak
in
for
there and
Brandon.
confront him.
Yeah, so Kevin went in there and say, hey man, Brandon's not here. So and Michael was like, I'm not Brandon. So I don't feel comfortable trying to speak for him because again, he can't.
That's his situation.
Right. He can't speak on
That's
that.
his home personal issue.
So they finally got that squashed.
But see, another thing I'm gonna tell you though, which I didn't understand, I did not agree with.
What?
See them ladies and stuff talking around the table while Michael and Kevin is in the
Oh,
closet
yeah.
and they
Well,
saying,
Meka put in
wait a
her
minute,
2
wait a
cents.
minute, wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute, listen. While they're in the closet,
Uh-huh.
they talking about bad on Michael again. To my well, that's how he runs,
Yeah.
and this is what he does.
Yeah, that was Mika.
And see all them agreeing. That's not cool.
That was Mika. That's she putting in her little extra 2 cents.
See you down, putting them again.
Y'all
That
done.
situation is different.
Y'all
So
are
you can't
done.
compare that to someone. This is what he always does.
Right, and y'all are done though. So don't
This is
just
what
let
he
that
does
go.
when he gets in the corner.
Right, just let that go because y'all are
See,
done.
that's a different situation.
Very different. That's she
He
could have left
actually
that go.
was Right, he was actually right on that particular. To get
Yeah, he
up
can't
and
talk for
not-
Brandon.
He don't need to be.
Brandon probably didn't even want him talking for him. Brandon could talk for himself. But that was a whole nother situation.
That was
So
crazy though. I didn't agree with it.
when they came back out, Kevin was like, Michael don't feel comfortable, so we're gonna
Yeah,
move on from
He
that.
should have never asked him that in the first place.
They
That was
try
his
to.
fault, and then he talking about don't make this a race thing.
Well, it wasn't a race thing, but yeah, he
Yeah, I
shouldn't have
knew
did
that,
it.
but he shouldn't have
Yeah,
said that.
it wasn't a
period.
race thing, but he shouldn't have did it. So, when they came back out, he was just like, "We're not gonna do it. Michael is not comfortable." Yeah, Michael not comfortable because Michael is not Brandon. So anyway, they moved from that because that was I was getting upset on that. I was like, "Stop asking Michael questions about Brandon."
Right.
So anyway, they stopped that. So they moved it back to I think it was Zach and Mindy.
Yeah, well, we find out some things too. We also got to deal with Katie because apparently Katie and Zach then got the number, then switched numbers and started talking.
Well, they went out for drinks.
They sure did.
That's what they, who
and
knows?
Once again, Mindy was shocked by that.
Yeah,
You gotta
and
keep
well,
going through this.
Mindy said Katie texted her or called her or something and said, "Hey,
Mm.
just want you to know I had drinks with Zach or something." And she said she texted Zach and was like, "So you had drinks with Katie?" And he was like, "No, what you said was it was cuss words." And she was like, "Oh, well, yeah, I probably said that." But I'm like, "Why?" But Katie said it was after. It was before the season premiered, but it had to be after decision day stuff. So she had to know that they weren't together. I don't know. I don't know about Katie. It's something up with her. But
That girl, I don't
she was
know.
like she wouldn't date Zach because she's seen the season and how he treated Mindy, and so she would never. It was just drinks. She saw him somewhere out, and they decided to have drinks or something like that. I don't know because I don't know. It's
Got
kind
a
of
lot of
weird.
insecurities.
So what Kevin did though, his little messy self, because Derek had already said that somebody from the cast and some more people told him that Katie had sex with her ex after the honeymoon, and so Kevin was like, "Well, you said some of the cast members told you too. Do you want to know? Do you want to tell who they are?" And so Derek was like, "Well, I told them that I wouldn't, and unless they felt comfortable, they could say who they are." Did nobody say nothing? I told Kendrick, I said, "I bet you it was Taylor. I bet you Taylor told him." I think it was Taylor. Or, I don't know. But it could have been Taylor. It could have been, because, sometimes, I don't know. I don't know. I just think it was Taylor. Mika said it wasn't her. So she the only one that said anything. Everybody else was just like, I'm quiet. I ain't in this. They did bring out what was Mindy's friend Shawnee, but they just brought her out for a minute. They asked her like one question. She was like, "Yeah, I can't stand Lindsay. I wouldn't want to be friends with her anymore." And Mindy and Lindsay and Zach were texting a lot from what she
She
understands.
just confirmed.
But yeah, she just confirmed that. But she said, of course, they deleted everything. So who knows. And that was basically it. Oh, you talk about the ladies and they got the little tattoos.
Yeah, for 10. Just the word 10 spelled out.
Yeah, they put a tattoo
For
on their
episode for season 10.
on
That's what it
their
was
on their
about.
ring finger.
Yeah.
Everybody except for Jessica, because Jessica said I wear my ring on my ring finger, so I had to get it somewhere else.
They had to really.
That
They
was
had to
funny.
really talk her into doing that.
Yeah, 'cause she didn't have a tattoo.
She married.
Well-
she's but
Because she don't have a tattoo. They said they had to talk her and I think they said Taylor into it because they hadn't had any tattoos.
yeah, but all of them got the word 10.
And they said that they were friends. They got friendships out of it, so that was good.
10, so yeah,
But that was it.
This season, like we said, it's been a weird, crazy.
I didn't like it.
Only one couple survived out of 5.
And
they
5
had
was a lot.
5 couples and 1 survived.
5 was a lot, y'all.
Yeah, and there was a lot going on. So
2
I
hours?
guess this is gonna be the continue. This is actually the end of this season of season 10. So I guess we'll try to come back with you.
In New Orleans.
Yeah,
But
season 11.
I did see that they were going to do a what now or where are they now type thing from some couples that were from different seasons. And I did enjoy some of those other seasons. So we may do that because I like some of those couples and just kind of see where they are. We'll just talk about it maybe.
We haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah.
Just we thinking about
Maybe.
maybe 90-day fiance the other way.
Yeah, I got him looking at that.
So, we've been looking at that for a minute. So,
That's it.
well, it's been topsy turvy. Topsy turvy. Season 10 has been wild in Washington D.C. So hopefully New Orleans is gonna be a lot better. They matched some couples up a little bit better, but D.C. has been some type of ride. Sorry, D.C. Yeah, but that season wasn't it. So we looking forward to season 11 in New Orleans.
We think.
We hope. So for Kendrick and Nicole at Cole and Ken Reviews, We appreciate you.
Yes.
And we need more subscribers. So please hit the little bell and subscribe. We need as many as possible. Continue to subscribe with us, please. And continue to subscribe. We'll continue to bring you these reviews from season to season. And thank you once again for tuning in. Colin King Reviews.